Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks bringing you your Bitcoin update for the week of Monday, March 2nd, 2026 on our YouTube channel. We've been doing this segment now for several years. This shows a sequence of longer term waves. I'll just back up to July of last year when we reached this targeted 122,433 full wave count, backed away, and then closed decisively last January below this, back below this 5-year channel top. At the same time, we also, and I think this is the more significant sell signal, settled below the 88,487 formation, this 3-year rising channel bottom, that then set up the 58,985. This is like a back to 17. This is a 8, almost 9-year, will be 9-year channel bottom. And this has been the objective. It remains in play, 58,985, and can contain selling through the rest of the year, even through the rest of the decade. This is a very long-term structure that spans, almost a decade. And so if you're looking for a framework to trade Bitcoin, or to observe Bitcoin as we move through the entire second quarter of this year into mid-year, it is buying the upper 50,000 area and selling at this point in time the upper 80,000 area. And inside of that wide zone, we do have this pivot point in the 73,791, that is the March 24 high, and this pullback low of April of last year, 74,412. This area, if you're more of a 1 to 2 month swing trader, you can sell the 73,000, 74,000 area, anticipating still 58,985. 58,985 is also backed up by this long-term rising 2/3 speed line projected off the 22 low. The two combined, 57,670 to 58,985, may well contain selling, as I say, through the rest of the decade. But if we were to close below 57,670, I see that as a good long-term high. Continued unwinding all the way back into what is really the 16,000 to 20,000 region. These old highs and lows would be in play again by the end of the year if we close below 57,670. Until then, this is solid bottom-picking territory, investment-grade territory for Bitcoin as we move through the rest of the year and even the rest of the decade. Once again, if we were to close above 74,412 over the coming weeks, we've got a good first quarter low, a good low through the second quarter. The following 1 to 2 months then likely to push into the upper 80,000 area where we actually could top out into the third quarter and fall away again. A reminder that the U.S. dollar index, the U.S. dollar itself, remains in a longer-term sell signal per the January settlement below this significant long-term 18-year channel bottom, now at 98.51 for the entire month of March. You can follow the U.S. dollar index. It is the index itself, not the futures, can contain 98.51 buying into the third quarter, and below which a 3 to 6 month, difficult to ascertain how long, but I'm going to say a 3 to 6 month target remains in play in the upper 80s, another 10% devaluation of the dollar, at least technically from what we can tell, where we actually could bottom out quite possibly through the rest of the year. I'm going to leave it at that for this week's Bitcoin analysis. You have a great week.